Hello Privyet everyone and welcome to the Slavic News Channel. In this video, we will discuss the most significant updates on the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. Today we have a plethora of intriguing updates to share, so let's start. Let's begin from Kyiv, where we have conflicting reports about the deployment of French instructors and troops. While initial reports from the Ukrainian side suggested imminent deployment of the French troops, making them the first Western troops to physically fight on the Ukrainian soil. However, the French Ministry of Defense has since denied any immediate plans. The French troops are very likely to be there very soon, but the French are trying to avoid media attention. Moving on, we have updates on the cooperation between Iran and Russia. According to our sources, Iran has sent a new type of guided bomb, the KM-5, to Russia. These small, precision-guided munitions are expected to be highly effective. The Russians plan to deploy them, likely using drones, rather than traditional aircraft. This development could significantly enhance Russian capabilities. Now, let's examine the situation on the ground, starting with the Kharkiv area. The first phase of the Kharkiv offensive primarily involved light infantry and artillery. However, recent reports indicate a significant redeployment of Russian armored vehicles and tanks to the front lines. This suggests that the Russians are preparing for or have already commenced the second phase of their offensive. Let's start with Lipsy, where although there are no significant changes on the ground yet, we have a video showing a Russian FPV drone strike on Ukrainian positions near the town, which helps delineate the current lines of combat. In Volchansk, we have some notable updates. The Russians continue to clear the southern part of northern Volchansk, maintaining their initiative. It appears that northern Volchansk will soon fall under Russian control. For instance, this video shows Russian forces destroying a bridge that connected southern and northern Volchansk, cutting off Ukrainian support lines. Additionally, recent fire anomalies map shows extensive activity. There are two notable areas of concentration, likely indicating Ukrainian artillery or FPV drone positions. The Russians are heavily bombarding these areas, suggesting that parts of Volchansk may already be under full Russian control. In the Kupiansk direction, pro-Ukrainian mappers confirm Russian progress towards Sinkovka and Petropavlivka. Following the fall of Ivanivka, the Russians appear to be advancing southward from Vilshiny. These movements indicate ongoing attempts to break through Ukrainian defenses and capture additional positions. In the vicinity of Chasiv Yar, Russian sources report another offensive against Ukrainian positions. In this video, we can see a large convoy of Russian armored vehicles and personnel carriers engaging Ukrainian defenses. The Russians are attempting to push through to Chasiv Yar, with some success in capturing new positions between the Ukrainian defense lines. Very interesting video, so let's wait and see what the Russians were able to do. In the Klishchivka area, the 5th Azov Brigade of Ukrainian forces has reportedly been depleted, losing its combat effectiveness. Consequently, Ukrainian forces in this area are likely to be redeployed, suggesting imminent Russian advances. In the Avdiivka direction, Ukrainian sources confirm additional Russian progress near Umansky. The Russians have captured several new positions and are moving towards Karlivka, where the battle has begun. It seems that the Russians will soon control the area around the Karlivka reservoir without significant resistance. It seems that Russians have introduced fresh forces on this direction who started the offensive after a long pause. Let's wait and see the next few days what the Russians are planning to do here. In Krasnohorivka, an interesting development occurred when Ukrainian forces launched a counterattack using Bradley vehicles. They managed to temporarily cut off Russian supply lines before being repelled after being spotted by the Russian. It is a very weird scenario where the Ukrainian Bradley was able to move very freely through the fields. This incident highlights the ongoing challenges for Russian forces, particularly regarding manpower. Once again, the Ukrainian Bradley started movement from this area towards the railway, bypassed the fields without Russian resistance before being finally destroyed. Finally, let's discuss about the events happening inside Russia. Last night, we received updates on a Ukrainian attempt to strike a Russian early warning radar system for nuclear launches. In this video, we can see the differences before and after the attack. According to satellite imagery and our information, the Ukrainians managed to damage another radar of this type. Just a few days ago, Ukrainian sources released footage showing the damage inflicted on a similar radar near Armavir in southern Russia. With the Orsk radar now destroyed, 2 of these critical systems have been taken out. Russia possesses only about 10 of these early warning radars, meaning 20% have already been compromised by Ukrainian forces. So far, the Russians have not publicly responded to this situation. We await further developments and updates on those attacks inside the Russian soil. That's all for this update on the Russian-Ukrainian war. The Slavic News Channel condemns all forms of violence. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like my videos. Have a good day, and goodbye.